Good morning, everybody. This is Lynn from A Bit of Birdsong. I have a new big blue this morning, and there's another one that should be completed by the end of the day. One of these is called for. I'm not sure 100% which one it will be, so I'm going to go ahead and do the video on this one, and I will be back later with a video on the second one, and one of these will be available in the shop for anyone. The other one is a custom order. I love all of these big blues. I never thought that I would love blue so much, but I'm sold. I love blue. So this is very much like the one I made for myself, which let me pull that one out. So this is the original big blue. The second big blue was sold about maybe a month ago. So this is big blue the third. I love this little piece of fabric right here. But you can see the structure is almost identical. Mine, of course, is a little bit fatter because I've been putting things into it. I found a blue key recently, so it's tied on the back here. It's just beautiful blue fabric on top of a file folder for support, and it's layers and layers of blue. This one has a kilt pin on the front with a beautiful charm that I made with a bead that looks like part of a peacock feather. So let's just look through this one, and it's full of everything blue. So it has the pocket in the front. I love this little postcard, Little Girl in Blue, Nutter Collection, Paris, and she's got blue eyes, a blue dress, and here is some upholstery thread that came from some upholstery trim, and just a paint chip. There are a lot of images from old books, and of course blue fabrics throughout, but I did leave a lot of space for the recipient to be able to, of course, add everything blue that you see that you want to put in your big blue journal. This is a piece of that hand marbled paper that I found recently. I know I've mentioned that several times. This one is just, oh, it's so beautiful. And here's a little pocket. I thought this was interesting, that I found a postcard with the beautiful lilac. I believe that's lilac. It sure looks like it. So, and that was just a page that had been used for some things in my art studio and ended up with the pretty purple stains and a little bit of blue. I think I always mention how much lavender and purple complement blue. That's a page from Daphne's diary. Here's a little pocket, and I came across this card not long ago that has the blue plate, so I thought that would be perfect for this. Another paint chip, dyed paper. I love this image. She's wearing a blue, like an overdress or coat. So pretty, just that deep, very muted blue color. And this is a page from Daphne's diary. I love this old painting, the blue room, or the blue curtains around the bed. That's another page from Daphne's diary. I sewed these two together to make one page, just to put all that beautiful blue in. More dyed paper and space for you to work. And of course, these pages, there are again a lot of free pages for you to glue and staple. This is a really neat room. Look at the blue. Where is this? Aspen's Wheeler Opera House, 1889, was host to the Silver Circuit in the 1890s. Okay. Pretty blue ribbon on a paper clip. And there's a map page that's been tea stained. I fell in love with this picture. I don't know who this is. There is a section at the scrap exchange where photographs are collected, and it's other people's photographs when they're donated. So there are boxes and boxes of these things, and it is so much fun to look through those photographs. I love the blue sweater, and I just love the affection in this picture. It's such a sweet picture of what looks like a mother and child. More tea-stained paper, and there's just some purple lace sewn onto this really deep blue page with the fleur-de-lis. And another postcard, blue water and the blue sky. And I love this. You can see just a little bit of blue in this picture. That looks like Hansel and Gretel. Oh, it is. There we go. Oh, and that's an Arthur Rackham illustration. Love his things. So more room for you to work. And there's a music page from the beautiful blue Danube. And some blues players. Had to put one of those pages in. There's some wrapping paper with, it looks like hydrangea blooms. And I love this page. I came across some old note cards. This one was labeled Sudan. So I left that on there, and then that's an image from a French textbook. I love the blue and the bird. And then I think this is just a beautiful sky. That's Custer Battlefield Memorial Monument. And let's see, is that Montana? Yeah, look at that beautiful sky. So there's that page. There's the cover to the beautiful blue Danube, that old music. More dyed paper. There's a little textile card that has the pretty blue fabric. And I love this postcard. The frogs wearing sailor suits. Got their blue jacket. That's a reproduction postcard from an old ad. And here's just a little place to journal or to do some art. This is a piece of paper from the lot that I found recently, and I've been selling some of those papers. It's this beautiful, really high quality decorative paper that I put that aside. I only had one of these, and I put it aside for the blue journal. And of course there's a page about whaling. You can see I tried to fix those so that you would have the whole thing together. They're sewn to a piece of fabric. Love this postcard, or that may be the front of a greeting card, the blue butterfly. And there's a little charm that I made with the blue bead. And another beautiful postcard. This is France, so I am guessing that's a field of lavender. And then in the center we have another old ad image. This is for Muzzie's Starch. And I love the blue dress, the blue hat. It's just adorable. And on the center strings, each one has 3 beads, either from rare earth beads or beads that I've collected. These are some vintage beads, these long elongated, that one in the center. I had quite a few of those, but I'm down to just 1 or 2. And I love that. I love the blue in that. And this is one of those old photographs. Who knows who this belonged to? That old car, 98, and I want to say there's a picture of me as a little girl in front of a car like this. I need to go through my photographs and see if I'm right about that. And the little ribbon with the fox on it. I love that. More blue. Lots of different shades. And I love this bottle. It's just put on with washi tape to make a little space to write. Of course, this page on this side is upside down because it's right side up on this side. But I thought it was neat to have this bottle over the sea area, like a message in a bottle. There's a vintage postcard with an old Ford, and love that blue. That's from an old book. And I love this pocket as well. That's some fabric that had birds on it. So, of course, it covers the page, and then we have that beautiful wallpaper. And again, a couple of postcards. That looks like a Norman Rockwell. The Heritage Press edition of Huckleberry Finn. That's so sweet. I love this blue. And another postcard. That's San Francisco Oakland Bay Bridge in California. Oh, this beautiful blue. So we're getting over to the other side of the book. So those blues players are Jimmy and George Carter of Carter Brothers and Son. And there is some more of that specialty paper with the pretty postcard there. Wonder if it says, oh, a mountain bluebird. So beautiful. And just a little image sewn on there. More space for you to work and add things. Blue lace or seam binding. I love this image. So that's one that I saved and scanned, printed that out, and I love that blue ribbon right beneath the feather. And this is the edge of a vintage table scarf that was a very light blue. Love the blue dress there. I love that image overall. That's so pretty. Look, he's touching her hand. I think that was called the introduction or something like that. Yeah, I think it's the introduction, about 1662. Oh, so sweet. So you're just seeing the other sides of some of these pages, and I left plenty of room for you to put your own tabs in. You can glue in pockets. You can do art in your own art journal and paste it in. Of course, you know what to do with this. And then in the back we have the little Birdsong piece of fabric. This was from, and you can see it had a little tear in the bottom. I put 2 layers here to make it stronger. This was from an old dish towel that had these beautiful blue birds, and that's pretty. From the Water Babies. I love this postcard. Salt glazed. That beautiful pottery. And then I love the little butterfly image, and there's just a piece of wallpaper to work with. With this journal, I'm putting all these blue stamps in so that if you want to do one of the stamp pages, like I did in the very first Big Blue, you'll have these stamps here. So this is Big Blue the 3rd, and I will be hopefully done this afternoon with Big Blue the 4th. And one of these will be available, one is custom order. So I'm gonna go get busy. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye.